Welcome, ladies and gents, to another episode of the Virgo Verdict. I'm your host, Sherrod Cohen, and I got my homie.
I am Tracy Ricks, y'all. Everybody calls me T Ricks or TT or beautiful. Y'all can call me what y'all want. But hey, okay, I know.
Today, we have some very interesting topics.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
My husband gave up on me, and we are right now at the courthouse. Well, I pulled up on him at the courthouse because he wanna divorce me. Right? You gonna give up? That easy?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you up here. Did you fill out the paper?
It's like I'm on edge. Like,
Did you fill out the paper?
can I talk for once? Like, it's like I've been going through so much. Like, I'm debating. Like, should I go with it or should I not? Like, I don't.
We debating you up here at the courthouse. It looked like you made your decision.
Like, I'm just like, why are you here?
I'm trying to see if
Why
you really gonna
are
go
you
through
even
with.
next to me? Cause it's like I'm thinking like.
You text me, told me you was getting a divorce. You at the courthouse. I pulled up on you obviously to stop this from happening. So you leaving with me or you staying here?
You could easily be doing this. I'm thinking like this woman, should I divorce her or should I stay with her and just try to work it out? But it seems like you ain't trying to like get your stuff together, cause it's like I done told you plenty. I done told you
What are
plenty.
you talking
I
about?
done told you plenty of time.
Don't make me get. Come on, you gonna make me get arrested? Don't make me get crazy up in here.
I done told you plenty of times. Like I work, and like come home, I slave, and it's like you
Don't make
don't.
me get crazy in here for real.
But it's like.
For real. For real. Let's go now.
So,
Let's go. Come on.
why are you doing that? You ain't gotta do that. Just,
Let's go.
I don't know, I'm thinking. You can.
The husband looks clearly like he's in distress. Um, he looks and sounds like he has had enough, and he is now ready to end it, or at least is strongly considering ending the marriage. So after I watched this video, the couple have a Instagram page. So I went on their Instagram. So what made me go on their Instagram page was the comments on this video. Because
Okay.
apparently they're popular on Insta. And the people were like, girl, he tired of your shit, or you wouldn't do nothing. He didn't gave you chance after chance. So I'm like, okay, I need some background information. So I go on their page, and apparently she doesn't work. He works. He's the sole provider. I'm not sure if they have children or not. I can't remember, but
Okay.
from the videos that I saw, she doesn't contribute in any way financially, or doesn't do anything in the house. Their house was junky, nasty. She likes laying in the bed watching television. She likes being served. She likes for him to like bow down to her. She speaks to him in a way I don't think any person who loves another person should speak to that person. Um, so it looks to me like she like, nigga, fuck you. I'm the fuck I'm gonna do, and you're gonna like it. So I guess he decided he had enough, and he went to the courthouse. He told her she was there. She showed up, up on him at the courthouse. And the first thing she says to us is, "Y'all, my husband gave up on me." So after looking at all the videos, like, you have to ask yourself, if you're in the situation that he is in, where do you draw your line? When is too much, or when is enough enough? Like, he had asked her, he had even gone so far as to go and pick up some job applications for her. And she
Mm.
was like, "What the fuck is that?" She was not interested in helping him in any way. She is not interested in easing whatever burden they have in their home. So, fuck yeah. I mean, there comes a point when too much is too much. And if you're not willing to meet me at least halfway, if I'm telling you what I need, if I'm telling you, "Look, babe, I need you to get a job," I don't want to ever look at my husband or my man, and I don't ever want to watch them struggle. And I never want to be a burden for him. And if his one income is not enough to take care of us, that is the point at which I have to step up as a wife and as a partner. I don't want my husband out there struggling, working himself to death because I don't want to do shit. I don't want that. And I want harmony and peace in our home. That is the goal. And I think that should be the goal for the husband and the wife. It is both of our responsibility to create and maintain peace and harmony in our home, because our home is our retreat from the world. It's where we go to decompress, to get our love on, to shut all of the other shit out. And
Hmm.
if you're creating chaos in your household, and then he go out in the world and it's chaos out in the world, you don't have his best interests at heart.
No.
You're not really you don't really understand the dynamics of marriage and partnership. You're not 100% committed to this. So then, yes, I'm going to the goddamn courthouse. If I've told you time and time again, I need you to do this. And I go and I work a 12-hour shift, and then I come home and the house all fucked up and you've done nothing. And when I come home, you laid up in the bed watching TV, and the shit, like, shit is everywhere. Like, y'all go, I gotta, I was upset because I'm like, if I were him, I would have been to the courthouse too, Sherrod.
Hmm.
Because how many times do your husband have to tell you, these are the things that I need from you? And he looks so sad. And she talked to him so bad. Why are you then with him? So now you decide you want to show up when he's had enough.
But that's what it
Like,
usually happens. That's what usually happens. A person sees a person they've used for so long, took them for granted, and they only consider them after that person says, "I've had enough. I'm done." And but the one thing I can say is my man probably created his own situation, and it
I do
started
agree.
before the relationship was even a thing.
It had to have
Yeah.
started before they moved into together,
Yeah.
before they got married. She showed up as herself. I
Hmm.
guarantee you, she showed up as herself, and he overlooked. And because he looks to me, he seems to me like the kind of guy that might be a pushover, because it also seems to me like he's being emotionally and verbally abused in the relationship because of his demeanor and the type of person that he is. He seems very mild mannered, very yes ma'am, no ma'am, like he's gonna do whatever he needs to do.
To just have
um
peace and that harmony.
yeah, like he probably doesn't voice his opinions often, things like that.
Well, you know what? Now, when you say beta male, he's a beta male. And I like to clarify, beta male doesn't mean another man can come in and do these, these things to him. It's just, by definition, a beta male is just submissive, doesn't want any problems, not confrontational. And that's what he looks like. He looks to be, look, I just don't want no problems. I just don't want, all right, whatever. And what he did was spoil her. And when you look at the definition of spoil, it means diminish or destroy the value or quality of. So when a woman says to me, I'm spoiled, that's my red flag. That's one of my red flags. Nah, I'm good.
I can't contain that shit, so no.
No, I'm straight.
Yeah, he does seem like non-confrontational, mild-mannered by all accounts. So in one of the videos, the man had just gotten off work, came home, the house was fucked up, y'all. He immediately got to cleaning. But it looked like the house looked like one of those homes that would be on a reality show, like one of them reality cleanup shows. That's what it looked like.
Get the fuck out of here.
It looked like he did a time-lapse video of him cleaning. It was shit everywhere. And he did a great job considering cleaning. But she was home. Like, she was home and you don't have a job. You're not doing anything during the day. And this man going out working all of these hours. He putting a roof over y'all head. And the least you could do is that. That's the bare minimum. The least you could do. If you're not contributing financially, okay, you between jobs, then, clean up. Cook the man a home cooked meal for when he get home.
Mm-hmm.
Make him breakfast and lunch. Do something. Even if a woman is a stay-at-home wife, there are contributions that should be made to the household.
Yep.
For the sake of, first of all, be goddamn clean, okay? Fuck. We grown as fuck. Why are you nasty? And then the second thing is, I still want to contribute to my husband's or my partner's happiness.
Right.
And I want to show him that I appreciate that he goes out in the world and works hard for us, not just for him. So the way that I can express my appreciation is so that when he comes home, he can relax.
Yep.
I'm talking about, babe, sit down, let me make your plate. He gonna come home to a clean house. He been out in the world all day working. And I've been at home chilling. The least I can do is make it heaven for him when he gets. So, mild-mannered people, beta men and beta women, they have a point at which, I have to draw the line here.
Yeah.
And I can't go on like this. I am unhappy. And you could tell that he loves her because he said, I got all of these emotions and I really don't know. I'm trying to figure out, should I stay or should I leave? Because you can tell he loves her.
Yeah.
But you can also tell the situation is very distressing for him. I love you, but I can't do this no more.
This is a prime example of the exact opposite of what old girl in her 3 things that men do to manipulate you. This man is the exact opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not getting anything invested in him.
No.
So that's one. That's out the window. Hell, she probably used the sex to cloud his judgment.
Probably.
And I'm quite sure he probably gives her gifts. He gives her everything, but he's getting nothing in return. So that tenfold doesn't exist for him.
Yeah.
Hell, one fold don't even exist for him.
Don't even exist because she's totally unwilling.
Yeah.
She's totally unwilling. She wants to be served by him. But they not rich. Like you could tell they live in the hood. They live in a small crib. It's he not in no position to be your servant.
Right.
He's y'all not in a position. You're not in a position where you could just sit at home. Like I can't sit at home in filth.
No.
I can't sit at home in filth, and I cannot watch my husband go and kill himself at work, and so I can just lay up in the bed and do nothing.
Look.
And my conscience wouldn't allow it.
Hey, look, I got boxes. I'm looking at boxes that I received from work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking at them like, I gotta get this shit out of my front room.
Same, Sherrod, but I don't live with a person like right now, because y'all, I got other shit that I do. So I'm a caterer. I got all kinds of catering shit in my dining room. But but it's just me.
Right.
It's just me. I
Right.
live alone. So when I get sick of them, I'm like, okay, let me clean this shit up. Because all my catering shit goes in the basement. I got a designated space for my catering shit. But sometimes I'm lazy and I put the shit right on the dining room table. Like right now, I'm looking at all of this shit on the dining room table. My house ain't nasty though. It's just shit on my dining room table.
Mhm.
However, if I had a husband or a significant other that I lived with, it
Right.
would never be like this. It would never be like this. There are things that you do when you're single that you do not do when you're in a relationship.
Exactly.
No. And she
Exactly.
acting like she's living like a single woman, but she got a man.
And she wants to be
And
that
what she
princess.
Yes, but she's living like a trifling single woman because even though I'm single, Sherrod, my house, it ain't shit on my floors. I don't have to like if somebody came to my house right now, I could invite them in without shame. The only thing this out of order is my dining room table is, serving trays and shit like that, but it's not junk. It's not garbage. It's not takeout bags and boxes on the fucking floor.
Right. Right.
So also, when somebody's house is like that, that's indicative of depression because your home is a representation of your state of mind. So if your home is cluttered, so then too is your state of mind. Something is
Yep,
wrong
I agree
there.
with that. I agree 100%
Something
with
is
that.
wrong. Yeah. So something is wrong with her. So I'm not gonna say something is wrong. There is something in her that needs attention, professional attention. Like there is something off a little bit that she needs to go to a professional to help her navigate what is going on in her head. Why are you laying in the bed all day? That's depression. Why are you not even cleaning up for you? That's depression. What is it going on in your life, in your own individual physical world that is preventing you from being a wife to your husband? That's not wife because we're one thing. We're in this together as one thing. But they separate because you refusing to get a job. You're refusing to clean up. You talk to him like shit. You're not in a partnership. You in a fucking what is it? You're a tyrant. You're being a tyrant.
Yeah, this
in
is like
your
an
marriage.
authoritarian relationship.
Yes, and
Dictatorship.
a dictatorship. And you're in a utilitarian relationship with your husband, except that your husband did not agree. So people get into these relationships and don't reveal their real selves to their mates
Hmm.
until they start living together.
Right.
And then they bring this new person on them, and your partner is like, what the fuck? When all of this could have been avoided if so there are certain things that you have to discuss before you get married or before you live with someone. There are certain things that you have to tell your partner about you before you get into a relationship, before you get into a marriage, before you move in. It's
Hmm.
unfair to spring all of this shit onto your partner that they might not necessarily be able to deal with.
That's true.
I think you should come in the gate like I'm a real whole bitch. And like for real, if you know
No, give him
people
a
be knowing
choice.
if people be knowing when they bitches, Sherrod, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So if you know you a whole bitch, tell your husband, or if you the dude and you know you a bitch, tell your wife like I'm a motherfucker, I'm a bitch. Like
Hey,
I'm
I'm taking
I'm a
everything from
bad
your ass.
right. Because when you live with somebody, Sherrod, you cannot hide yourself.
No,
Your
you can do it for a
whole
minute,
you
but
can do
that's
it for a
it.
minute. That's it. Like literally 60 seconds. Because it's your my good friend Scheherazade Washington Parrish says, how you show up anywhere is how you will show up everywhere eventually. So
Mm,
eventually, the real you is going to come through. So it's best to ask the qualifying questions before marriage and then tell everything to your partner that you think they may need to know about you before y'all live together.
yeah,
This way, it gives them an opportunity to make an intelligent choice. So now you don't find yourselves at the courthouse contemplating divorce because you
yeah,
can't take it anymore because you
right.
finally drawn your line. You've tried and tried because it looks like he's tried and tried and tried, but she has not met him where he needs to be met. And I really believe they should end their marriage.
Yeah,
I think they
because
should
she's not
separate.
going to change. She's not going to
And
change.
and and even if she does change, right now the work that she needs to do is totally her own work.
Yeah,
So even if they just separate for a while, but she's committed or dedicated to um, studying herself and making herself better and contributing in a way that he needs her to contribute in their relationship, she's got self work to do first, and so
yeah,
does he. Really,
yeah,
um, he's got to get he he's got to stop being a person that can be pushed over,
yeah.
and she's got to stop being selfish to a degree that it is diminishing him as a man and
Or
their
anybody she gets with.
or anybody she gets with.
Yeah,
Cause I don't know how sustainable that type of personality would be in any relationship.
that's true.
And then she might get another man, he might respond to that shit totally different.
Yeah, he might be on
And
the extreme side of what this guy
yeah,
is. Yeah,
right. So, but it also looks like she might be one of those people that picks those kinds of men just so that she can be who she is.
yeah,
So, my verdict is I think they should separate. I think he absolutely should stay at the courthouse and sign the papers. I think that she needs to make a decision about who she is and who she wants to be in the future. But I do think because it all boils down for me, Sharad, it all boils down to individuals doing their self work. He
yeah.
needs to do it and she needs to do it. And if you cannot do it on your own, which I don't believe they can, they need to seek a professional to help them navigate through their
I
own
agree.
personal issues and then work on their marriage if they should choose to. Because when the healing starts, both of them might then decide, I don't want to do this.
Right.
I've outgrown this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not the person for you, and you are not the person for me. And that's okay too.
That's
That's a
okay.
beautiful thing too. you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's my verdict. I think they should end it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? My verdict is I agree with you 1,000%. And dude needs to do some work on himself too, so he doesn't end up in this kind of relationship again.
Again.
So,
Yep.
hey, my people out there, we like to thank you for coming in, watching, giving us your time, investing your time in us.
Yes, thank you.
And please like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And if you ever have a topic you guys want to kick it with, you can either send it to us or we would love to have you on here and we'll discuss it.
And
Thank you.
if you
Oh.
disagree with our verdicts,
That's
please
right.
put it in the comments. We would love to chop it up with you about that. We value different perspectives at the
Yes.
verdict.
Yes.
So y'all have a beautiful day. It's been great. Sherrod, thank you again for
Yes,
chopping it
ma'am.
up with your
My
homegirl.
pleasure.
All right, we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.